Hello guys, I'm back and I wanted to give a little behind the scenes timeline of me and Jaleesa Baker's relationship. She's an old classmate. I met her in ninth grade. We cheered together on the cheerleading team. Maybe she rode with me a couple times to a game. Um, I never rode with her to any games, but she rode with me to some games. Then we kind of was roommates in college. I had my own car, my own things. She did not. Um, I felt like in the relationship, I did support her for her baby shower. I believe in maybe 21 or 22, but even then, I haven't spoke with her in about 4 to 5 years. She called me probably about 23, asked could we be friends. I said no. A lot of people actually had tried to rekindle a relationship with me in 23, and I believe that's kind of what flickered this whole Earth Rising thing. I don't know if they been had the account or did they create it around 23. I'm not sure. But once I declined a lot of friendships, that's where the whole site thing kind of started. And I think Jaleesa Baker was very upset that I did not want to be friends anymore. So I feel like that's her whole thing. I've helped her a couple of times. Like I said, I'm very much a blessing. I am a blessing, and so I be a blessing when I can be, but I would not be used or misused or mistreated or undervalued or not. If I'm giving out this amount, I would be receiving that amount as well. I'm very much know my value. And so I did not want to be friends. I did not see it as a valuable relationship to have. I had already kind of drifted away from it 12th grade year. And then early 20s, we really just didn't talk like that. We wasn't roommates, but nothing but like maybe a year and a half. We didn't talk for like 3 to 4 years. She asked me to go to her baby shower. I did. I kind of felt sorry for her. I don't feel like she had many friends then, so I went ahead and attended and gave a gift. But that was kind of like already, I was pushing it. I already just didn't really want to be friends. But the kindness of me and my heart, a woman in a baby shower, first baby, it was her first baby. So I went ahead and did it. But I didn't want to be friends then. And so once in 23, after her baby shower, like I said, the talking, and we just didn't really talk at all much. And then when she did reach out to me, I was in Texas at the time, and I told her I didn't want to be friends, and everything kind of got in alignment, and everything started happening then with the Cyberstalking, the logging to the Google account, and then that's when the attempted sexual assault started to happen through the Cyberstalking. I just wanted to give y'all like a little backstory of that. What else can I say about Jaleesa? Yeah, she was kind of just like an unsupportive friend. It's not anything I can tell you about Jaleesa. Like anytime that she ever supported me, I was always, like I said, I'm the blessing, and with being a blessing, you can be a blessing to someone else. However, I'm never gonna be in a situation where I be misused or abused, and just keep giving and giving and not being poured into and filled up. Jada must be poured into and filled up in all her relationships. It must be equal, give and take. It must be equally yoked. And so I ended it in 23. And so this is where we at in 26. And like I said, in 21, I really didn't want to go to her baby shower, but I did that to kind of my heart. And then this is where we be in 26. And I also want to add, around that time, she used to confide in me a lot about her losing friendships. I do have that in record about her losing a lot of friendships. And like I said, she was an old classmate, and she also was an old girl who was on a cheerleading team with me as well, and she fell out with other members on the cheerleading team as well. Why? Because she was not. I feel like when she, let's just say, when she told me about the situation, it's kind of was like a situation where the other classmate kind of needed her to pick her up from a game. She went to a game, whatever, I think it was like a basketball game or something. She got dropped off at the basketball game. She just needed somebody to pick her up and take her home. She kind of left her stranded. And they kind of fell out from there, and it was also all over like Instagram and stuff like that. And I kind of had told her like, yeah, that would be wrong if you didn't, want to pick her up. You should have never dropped her off and stuff like that. And so I just felt like she was already losing a lot of relationships and things of that nature. And I feel like she never like took the time to like look at herself as a person. And she was losing a lot of friendships. It wasn't just like it was just a me thing. It was just like she was losing a lot of friendships because she was not a good person. So I also want to come in and just give y'all a um, briefing of the backstory between me and her. Been knowing her for about ninth grade. This is I be 30. This is kind of me cutting off some of those younger relationships that really are meaningless, and that there's not like filling me up and giving me purpose or like causing me or pushing me forward. So I guess she got mad and she started like logging to my Google, whether she created the account or got it from somebody else, but somebody else created the Earth Rising account. And then now she wanna like intimidate me, make me feel like I'm being sexual, like make me feel like I'm being raped or, very sexualized just to try to um hurt me, to bring harm to me, and to bring me psychological distress. So that's where we at. That's what I want to talk about. And it's late, and I'll be taking JPD and John Hart and everybody just to give y'all a briefing of the relationship.